Are you still thinking about the rest? Just do it. Axer and I did not regret for a second that we have started this adventure. My first fish. The first fish caught in Atyrau. Though I have been living in the capital for so many years, I do not know all its attractions thoroughly, but I know myself well. Beautiful! These two snakes are amazing. In the previous program, we visited the Oceanarium. Today, we will go to the Exotarrium. Exotarrium is a dark, cool room with unusually decorated walls and ceilings. There are different terrariums with exotic animals. First, we meet creepers, all kinds of snakes, pythons and lizards. I even had a chance to hold a snake in my hands. The owner of the Exotarrium gave me a snake. It is a male. This is probably why he looks at me with very loving eyes. Of course, I do not know how to dance with him, like Oriental girls, and I cannot show any tricks. They told me to hold it, so I'll just hold it. He's beautiful, very beautiful. I am holding a royal or ball python from Africa. They called it a ball because in case of danger, it curls up into a ball, hiding his head inside the rings of the body. As we can see, now he does not hide his head. Apparently he liked me. In general, royal pythons are peaceful and unpretentious. They are kept as a pet without risk. I have long wanted to have a pet. He won't bite. He's moving, but I don't hold strong in hands. It is not necessary to press him, otherwise he can crawl away. Ah, yes. Hooray! I overcame my fear. I will go on to watch the inhabitants of the Exotarrium. I saw an albino tiger python. Not only people can be albinos. Ah, well, it does not matter. You see, he can feel it. What is his length? 4 meters, 2 centimeters. Do you remove this shed skin? Yes, of course. How often do you feed it? Once every 3 weeks. Once every 3 weeks? They eat 1 rabbit. What? Well, of course, a big live rabbit. A live rabbit? Why not dead? They won't take the dead. I think I changed my mind about taking the python home, but the crocodile amazed me too. How many years does a crocodile grow to this size? He is 24 years old. How long do crocodiles live? 50 to 60 years. Will it still grow, or will it remain so? This is the maximum size. How long is he now? Approximately 2 meters. More. We measure from the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail. There are only 4 crocodiles in the capital's Exotarrium, 2 large, 1 medium and 1 small. They do not breed in the Exotarrium since a large reservoir is needed for mating. The advantage of keeping in captivity is a stable and balanced diet. Crocodiles like us like horse meat, but it is a bit greasy for them, so they are fed chicken and beef. Crocodiles, of course, are beautiful, but the chameleon is so sweet. When we were in the Oceanarium, we saw how sharks are fed, but this is a greater adrenaline. If you are on good terms with the managers of this place, you will be allowed to hold both the snake and the chameleon, and they will give you the opportunity to make friends with other animals. Therefore, when visiting this place, make friends with the management. This is a Yemeni helmet-bearing chameleon. Such a helmet and bright coloration are more typical for males. They need to somehow fight for the females. So the lizard decided to show himself to you. You see, he's running away from me. Is it a male? Boys don't usually run away from me. The story with the monkey Manya touched my soul. From a young age, she raised the rat as her own baby. It is curious that when we appeared, she took the rat in her arms and with all her appearance showed that she is a mother. So don't mess with her. What a day! I have never seen so much exoticism in my life. I wonder if Adilet experienced something similar. Let's have a look. I never fished in my life, but having arrived in Atyrau, I decided to learn how to fish. Let's go! I walk like through a real jungle. Oh, here is the Ural River. Are there fishermen here? It's early morning. We were told that at this time fishermen are usually gathering on the Ural coast in Atyrau. I found a person who will teach me the tricks of fishing. If you don't understand anything about fishing, now is the time to learn. I brought it, but I don't know how to use it. Teach me. Show me, please. First, let's see what you have and prepare it. Hold this. Okay, what is the approximate length? 3 meters. It is 3 meters long. Will it not fly away? No, there is a log that you shall use. What's the next step? Now let's see what you have here. What do they catch as a rule? Well, they catch worms. People usually buy them. Someone is digging himself. There is also an innovation. There are fishermen who use cabbage. I feel like I came here to open corn, but not to fish. Knowledgeable people suggested that you can fish with corn as well, and I took it, although they say that the fish goes better for the worm. Let's try. When you fish with a spinning rod, it should not be broken. This is a lock. The first step is to close this lock. The line runs here, and the lock closes there. Look, I open it without a press. The lock is opened, you see, comes out of here. Close now. When closed, it holds it. Then before you throw it, you need to open the lock. If you throw it and don't open it, all the gear will break.
Сонда сен былай қарай лақтырғанда, лақтырудың алдында сен замокты ашып алу керексің. Егер замокты ашпай лақтырып жіберсең, ана снастьтердің бәрі үзіліп кетеді.
A huge science. I didn't think there would be so many nuances. And here is the most crucial moment: throwing. Have you seen it? I threw it right up to the middle. A fisherman has a lot of things to do, so you need to free your hands. There are special devices for help. First, there is a spinning rod holder. The second device gives a signal. When the fish bites, the bell rings. The third device consists of a sensor with a light bulb. The light signal is used at night and the sound signal in the daytime. Now we need to wait. I really want to try the local fish, but Ural River is rich not only for fish. The Ural River has witnessed many important moments in our history. Do you know why the ancient name of the river Yaik or Jaik was changed to Ural? Empress Catherine II wanted people to quickly forget about the peasant war under the leadership of the Yaik Cossack Yemelyan Pugachev, so she issued a decree to change the name of the river. But local Kazakhs still call the river Jaik. The Kazakhs followed Yemelyan Pugachev because he promised them freedom, land, the right to live by the old custom and by the old faith. Well-armed Kazakh troops besieged Russian fortresses from Orenburg to Guryev. Pugachev was supported by the Khan of the young Ajuz Abilai. One of the heroines of that uprising was the woman Sapura Matenkizi. She created a legend about Saint Koktemir, who called on the Kazakhs to continue resistance. It all ended with the migration of the Kazakhs deep into the steppes, but the people preserved the memory of these exploits for the sake of freedom.
О, хороший бросок. Замок жап.
Ага. Жабылды. Ұстап тұрайын ба қолыммен?
We learned how to cast a fishing rod, now we'll wait for the fish. Generally fishing. Oh, whoa, look at this!
Ага. Ілінген сияқты. Мәл бәрі. Мәл бәріміз. Опа! Мәл бәрі.
Saw it? My first fish. My first fish caught in Atyrau. Yeah, look. Congratulations. This is a Kazakh wobbler. I caught the wobbler. Wobbler is rarely caught, mainly bream crucian carp. This is a wobbler. This is my first fish, but local fishermen say that if you catch a small fish, no bigger than your palm, you need to release it into the water. If you let it go, a big fish will come to you. Having believed in this sign, I decided to release the fish into the water. Good luck to you. Now we will wait for the big fish. Goldfish. We didn't catch a big fish, but when I return from an expedition to the west, I will definitely buy a spinning rod and go fishing. An exciting activity. The mood was great, but one circumstance upset me. In 2019, the fifth highest degree of pollution was registered in the Ural. In addition, the river began to become shallow. Even islands began to appear. The river, which is the third longest in Europe after the Volga and Danube, is disappearing. Guys, let's save Jaik.
Uzun, үшінші өзен жоғалып бара жатыр. Достар, Жайықты бірге құтқарайық.
Reservoirs are one of the most important reasons for the shallowing of the Ural. There are 19 of them on the river. Scientists propose to reduce the number of dams and water intakes. Also, most of the tributaries from which the river replenishes are clogged. It is necessary to carry out work to cleanse them. Oil production in the floodplains of the river also negatively affects it. I hope the responsible people will come to an arrangement and save the river, while our film crew continues to study the Ural. We were told that the best river view is from the footbridge. We will go there then. What is the most popular tourist destination in Atyrau? 100% of those surveyed named this location. The main three places for city guests. This bridge. I don't know, well, let's say this bridge. We have come here. The bridge in Atyrau is listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the longest pedestrian bridge in the world. Its length is 551 meters. Atyrau residents are proud of this. And they are proud for a reason. This is the only pedestrian cable-stayed bridge in Kazakhstan. It connects the city recreation area in the Victory Park area and the residential town of the Atyrau oil refinery. Therefore, there are always many walking Atyrau residents and guests of the city. We decided to ask passers-by what is the distinguishing feature of a real resident of Atyrau. Atyrau residents have their own dialect. Vocabulary is different. The end suffixes are different. And there is an accent. When you go on business trips abroad, you immediately recognize Westerners who are walking with their families. They shout very loudly from afar.
Атырауцев? Не знаю. Ну, загорелые, во-первых. Загорелые и...
Atyrau residents? I do not know. Well, they are tanned, first of all. I speak Kazakh badly, they speak strictly Kazakh. I think they are quiet. Atyrau people are so modest. Almaty residents are open, and Atyrau people are calm, modest guys.
Я не знаю, это на генетическом уровне, вот смотришь и узнаешь, о, это наши. Ну, иногда, конечно, ну, когда вот слышишь
I don't know,
разговор,
you just feel it.
понимаешь, что это
Oh, this is
наши,
ours.
во-первых,
Well, sometimes when you just hear a conversation, you understand that these are ours.
потом немножко грубовато,
First our own dialect. Then we are a little rude, but we're honest. Our Western people have a reputation for speaking only the
у нас
truth.
западные вот товарищи вот слывут тем, что мы говорим правду матку в лицо.
So we have formed the image of an Atyrau resident. If you meet a tanned person speaking an unusual dialect who tells you only the truth, this is a resident of Atyrau who is both European and Asian at the same time. And that's why. How to get from Europe to Asia in 6 minutes? Atyrau knows the answer to this question. You just need to cross the footbridge. As you can see, you can find yourself on another continent without spending a penny. Let's go! Well, here I am in Europe. Right under the bridge, the guys are playing street ball. I decided to join. Guys, can I play with you? Are you playing already? No free space? We can agree. May I come in? Do they speak Kazakh?
Қазақша сөйлейме олар?
Thanks, guys. I have played basketball. Great. Passers-by on the pedestrian bridge gave me new ideas on what should I visit.
И я думаю...
I think you should take a catamaran or a boat. We do not have a river in Almaty, but here it would be cool to swim along the river. There are local Museum of Arts named after Shaima Dansariv, Museum of Oil Workers. There are different travel companies through which you can find interesting places. The city is young and small. I liked the idea of the museum. All day we were working outdoors. It's time to move to a cozy interior. If you are a fan of Modigliani and Matisse, then you just need to go to the Shaima Dansariv Museum in Atyrau. The artist brought color saturation to Kazakhstan's art. Let's go and have a look. No, I can't draw like that. They say that the museum is named after Shaima Dansariv at the request of the staff. I wonder what this man and artist was like. He was a direct and sincere person. Due to the fact that he was born in the village of Zaborunia near the desert, yellow colors prevail in all his paintings. There are shades of blue. He is a singer of moral purity. Let me tell you briefly everything that I managed to find out. For many years, Shaima Dansariv was a rebel of art. His colleagues did not understand him. He was even expelled from the Union of Artists of Kazakhstan. But time put everything in its place. Now the surname Sariev is a sign of the highest quality, and his portraits are an example of high art. In 2018, the Born Art International Auction House has compiled a rating of the most expensive Kazakhstan's artists. Shaima Dansariv was on the 5th place in this rating. His works are traded anywhere from 15,000 to 35,000. So if you have money to spare, invest in art. It's a pity I don't have that kind of money. Along with the work of Sariev, the museum exhibits paintings by prominent Kazakhstan's masters. For us, the most valuable exhibit is the painting named Mangyshlak by the founder of the Kazakh fine art Abulkan Kasteyev. We are also proud of the paintings by local artists, such as Mukit Kalimov, Shaima Dansariv and Aronali Sidikan. I also want to learn how to draw, but I'm not given such a talent. But these guys have talent. The museum has a studio where children learn to paint. Who knows, maybe one of them will become future Sariev. Fishing, museum, pedestrian bridge, the day was not in vain. It is symbolic that Akzer also visited the pedestrian bridge in the capital today. And exactly that famous bridge is named Atyrau. Let's see how it was. This bridge was included in the list of beautiful buildings in Nur-Sultan 1 to 2 years ago. This bridge was presented to the residents of Nur-Sultan by the Atyrau region for the 20th anniversary of the city. Yes, that's all clear. One thing is not clear to me. What does this bridge look like? On the one hand, it seems to be like a fallen leaf, but if you look closely, it looks like a fish. Atyrau residents say that the bridge symbolizes the sturgeon. There is even a sculpture of this Caspian fish on the bridge. It's so surrealistic. It has a beautiful mesh. When you're inside this bridge, it is an incredible sensation. It feels like you are inside a fish. These large scales resemble a sturgeon. People like this bridge. This is a place where people take pictures, take selfies, and also make proposals. Let's take a closer look at the bridge. The outer part of the bridge consists of triangular-shaped aluminum cassette panels. They protect against rain and snow and provide safety. The central part, made in the form of a tent canopy of diamond-shaped figures, is a public space. I really like the design of the bridge for its freshness and modernity. The style resembles the Sydney Opera House. Another interesting fact about the Atarov Bridge, the builders of the bridge drove 10 trucks across it, each weighing 12 tons, to check the strength of the bridge. Thus, the strength of the bridge was proved. The bridge was built in a record time, 4.5 months. The total length of the pedestrian bridge is 313 meters, the width is 10.5 meters. The bridge includes a 6-meter pedestrian lane, a 3-meter cycle path, a safety lane, and 2 lanes for a railings. Moreover, the construction of the bridge creates a play of light and shadow inside the pedestrian zone. Therefore, fans of Instagram and TikTok have chosen this location for photo shoots. You know, right now I remembered about our competition. Take a photo at the same place where I am and send it to the social network with a hashtag across the Kazakh Land and become the winner of our competition. This is the end of our program. In today's episode, I met the royal python and the chameleon. But born in the year of the monkey, I felt a strong emotional connection with the monkey Manya, who took a baby rat to raise. And I ended today's voyage with a walk along the beautiful Atyrau Bridge. I did not lag behind either. I discovered the Ural. I learned how to handle a spinning rod and learned what Atyrau fishermen usually use to fish. And then I talked with residents and guests of the city and said hello to Akzia from the pedestrian bridge connecting Europe and Asia. Follow us on the Across the Kazakh Land hashtag and travel with us.